so happy and proud for you to be involved with the high-tech plates and my company. So just really quickly, well, who is Carmelita Jetta?
Who am I?
Now, I'm sure there's some people out there who may not know of you yet.
Right. I am.
So who do you say that you are?
Well, everyone calls me the fastest woman alive. I don't really say it, but when I hear it, I definitely smile about it. But it's always feels good, when other people start, talking all the good things about me, and I'm just standing there like, right, that is me. Yeah. I'm an American sprinter. Right. I run the 100 and the 200, also the anchor leg for the 4x1 relay team. And, right now, track and field is what I do. It's my love. It's my passion. I'm sponsored by Nike also and running for the USA team. So a lot of people, that's what I do. I run track, 100 meter, second fastest time ever ran by a woman, 10:64.
Right.
So I definitely like saying that.
But nonetheless, if you use these tools and then you do some other work in the gym on top of that, layer on top of that, you do some kind of weight training.
Yes.
So what kind of weight training do you do?
Well, John Smith is
off track.
Very, very big in the weight room, and then off track, the weight training that I'm starting up is with my new plates that I received. Yes.
Well, I feel like high-tech plates will work really well in your program because they are lightweight and they allow you to do the explosive movement because you're an explosive anaerobic athlete, and you know all of this because you're into kinesiology.
Right.
And so they should work right in. And as far as their technique, I know John is into technique, and they are in fact technique plates.
Right.
So I think that this is going to be really good.
I believe it's going to be good too, and also I can do step ups with them.
Yeah.
And the weights are, like you said, not as heavy, so you can be very explosive. So I can explode doing the step ups, and what the step ups will help me accomplish is exploding out the blocks.
I'm absolutely sure they will. Outstanding. I watch that many times. It's my inspiration sometimes before I go and train.
Oh, great, great. I have to watch it sometimes myself to kind of still motivate me to want to do better, to want more. Because, sometimes you get to a point where you get satisfied. And I never, want to get satisfied because I haven't finished everything that I need to do. I still have London 2012 that I have to accomplish. Right. And so I watch my own tape sometime and I say, okay, this is a good race, okay. And just to motivate myself a little bit and kind of just put me back to where, where I need to be mentally sometimes. I have to go and watch myself.
Okay. I saw the high-tech tools that they're using now to help you to enhance your performance. I think it was in the Washington Post, and it showed that. So how's that going?
Oh, that's going great. Working with Ralph with the technical part of my race has been great. I've been working with him since 2009. And it's all the little things. In track and field, it's the little things that cuts the time down. And working with Ralph and dragging my foot or picking my foot up at a certain spot or doing a certain amount of steps at a certain spot has definitely improved my 100 meters, and it just has improved my confidence in the race to where I feel more confident when the gun clicks of exactly what I need to do.
So I know you were talking about your head movement and your arm movement.
Yes.
I watched that race in such detail. I noticed that that as your head going forward and acceleration of you and acceleration versus the other runners was a big difference.
Yes, working with Ralph also and my coach John Smith, they work very well with each other, and they both want nothing but the best for me, and they both want to make sure that when the gun clicks, everything's working right, basically like I'm looking like the iRobot. And one of the major things that John Smith really preaches is technique, and bringing your arms, lifting your knees, keeping your head steady. And these are the things that he drills into you to where it just becomes second nature, to where I could just get on the track and I don't even think about it. And everything's just like, I just know exactly what I need to be doing at that time.
And you can feel the difference?
I can feel when I have a good race, I can feel when I have a great race, and I can feel when I just completely messed it up and I don't know how I won that race.
And, when I saw you finish that race, it looked like you weren't even tired. Just look. If that were me in that race, you just did that to me. you know, and you just up like, oh, hey.
Well, you know, a lot of it is adrenaline. You know, you're on an adrenaline rush. You just won. You know, I could have probably ran a 5K after that. You know,
in the Shanghai race, you were actually dancing.
Now, I was excited about that race.
Look at that. Oh, I would just give up. You know, I would just give up.
I was definitely excited. But, you know, after a sprint race and, you know, when you feel so accomplished and you feel like you did everything that you were supposed to do and you feel great about yourself, you have like an emotional thing going on at that time to where you're not tired. Adrenaline's rushing through you and you're just, I don't even think those nights I slept, you know, because you're just up, like, oh, I'm up. You know, like you didn't have about 10 Red Bulls or something. So.
Oh, man. Well, I know that Ralph was a hurdler.
Yes.
And so he has a history of, and so now he's merged that with, you know, with this high tech tool, and he works with other athletes too.
Yes, he does.
Do you train together?
Yes, I have a very large training team. John Smith is a Nike coach, so he has Nike athletes. I have Jason Richardson, who is also a very close friend of mine. He is the world champion in the 110 hurdles.
Okay.
Then you also have Walter Dix, who is the American sprinter in the 100 and the 200. Okay. David Neville.
Okay.
Richard Thompson from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
Jezumu from Norway. I mean, there's so many people in my camp.
It sounds like
and it's a very exciting camp.
It sounds like it's a cultural, you know, melting pot.
It is. You're learning so many different things about countries that you never knew about, and you know, it's and then you know you get to learn, you know, about the people, and then when you go to other countries or maybe their country, then things that they do here, you're like, oh, okay, now I see why this is done. So it's like a little history class too.
And you have a little socializing together as well as training.
Yes.
Okay. Learn some good recipes.
We definitely hang out with each other sometimes. You know, cook.
How do you balance your training and this life with your other life, with other lives? You know, how do you balance that?
Other life. I don't know if I even have another life right now. It's really short.
Okay.
You know, right now everything is wrapped around track and field.
Right.
So whatever I do, it's kind of like, it really just comes out of track and field, you know, because I'm at practice Monday through Friday.
Okay.
You know,
train every day.
I train Monday through Friday. I'm training from 7:30 in the morning to 2 o'clock in the daytime.
Okay.
And then, you know, after that, you have your physios,
Right.
where I go to Craig Dosman in Long Beach, or I go to Dr. Shep in Westwood. And so I'm really not getting home until about almost 5 o'clock.
Wow. Okay.
And, you know, I'm starting my day, and then by the time I get home, I'm exhausted.
Okay.
You know, the last thing I want to do is socialize. You know, I want to turn on my shows that are TiVo, The Game, or T.I. and Tiny or something, and just relax and maybe cook dinner. But, you know, my weekends are, you know, I'll go to my little sister's track meet. You know, she also runs track. She's a freshman in high school now. So
trying to follow your shoes.
Well, she's trying to make her own shoes, and she'll tell you that.
What's her event? What's her event?
She runs the 100 and the 200, but she will.
You never race each other?
No. I don't race her, but she definitely will tell you that she's trying to build her own shoes. But you know, when I'm not running, I'm very family. I love my family, and I'm always trying to just spend time or do something with them because I'm gone a lot. So I do try to, you know, stop at my parents' house or stop at my aunt's house, or, you know, we'll have like a Sunday at someone's house where everybody brings a, you know, it's like a potluck. Right. So when I'm not training, I'm with my family. If I'm not with my family, I'm on some red carpet doing something with my publicist. Like, you know, everything right now is gearing to London 2012. Right. So my social life is just getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah, I think they call you the hot bombshell.
Oh, okay.
Bombshell. I did see that cover, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, tightrope.
Yeah, tightrope. I saw that cover. That also, you know, and very encouraging. You know, got to meet this woman and talk to her about, you know, doing a collaboration. So, so another question I want to ask you is, I know you're a PE major.
Kinesiology.
Kinesiology.
Give me my full word.
This is kinesiology, yeah, study of human movement, and I understand that. And so this is sort of like a blend in your future goals.
Right.
Which have you kind of mapped that? Or?
My next step.
Yeah, what you going to do? I mean, I realize, you know, that, you know, the Olympics happens every 4 years. and every 4 years it starts adding up, to a decade.
Right.
So, have you made some in your mind? Have you mapped out what you want to do?
Well, after 2012 Olympics, we have World Championships in 2013. So that's after the Olympics. But, I have a B plan, I have a C plan, and a D plan. And being that I went to Cal State Dominguez Hill and graduated with the kinesiology degree,
Right.
it's the body, as you said. So me running track and knowing everything about the body just really helps me when I'm feeling an injury or I'm feeling anything. So my next step is to coach.
Okay.
My next step is to coach. I definitely want to coach. Do I want to start at the professional level first? No, of course not. I definitely would like to start at the junior college or the university level. But I want to coach. I want to be very influential in someone's life. I want to push someone like my coach, Warren Edmondson, in college pushed me. He knew that I was capable of doing great things, and he pushed me until I got there.
Okay.
So I definitely want to motivate someone else to do the same thing.
Okay. It sort of like completes the circle of learning and then now teaching.
Right. And then I wouldn't mind being an athletic director.
Okay.
That's like Steve at West LA College. Like, I could definitely do that.
Okay. And sports management type stuff.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's all sounds good. So in the weight room, so you have this high-tech tool you use, and it kind of models the movement you're going to need to be doing to achieve the end result time that you're set your goals for. And it looks like you're really close to setting the world record, which has been in place for some time now.
Yes, it has.
So if you beat that record, it'll probably be in place for some time until your sister comes along.
Right.
So anyway, I'm gonna go get the bar
Okay.
and a plate, and maybe we can do some exercises right
All right.
now. Okay.